Hello and welcome back to Subbuteo Tabletop Football, where today we're going to do a bit of an experiment. And that experiment is Subbuteo stuff worth anything? Now, we all know that teams can be quite emotive, so if you support a particular team, you're probably prepared to pay slightly over the odds for it. Obviously, if you're a collector of teams, you want different teams, you might do that anyway. But is all the other stuff that surrounds Subbuteo, all the gubbins, all the accessories on its own, is that worth anything? Now, over the last sort of 18 months that I've been playing Subbuteo, I've accumulated a few bits and pieces and I just don't use them. You know, I know what I like and that's what I use. I don't use this stuff. So I'm going to gather it all together as a job lot, put it on eBay and see if it's worth any money. Right, now, what are we going to have in this job lot? Let's have a look now. Item number one, something that I particularly dislike about Subbuteo, these corner pieces of fencing. You may have seen in Subbuteo Stadium, I do use a fencing and I've rebranded it. Now, quite apart from the fact I've only got 3 corners, I could get round that, so that's not a massive issue, but I have only got 3 of them. What I don't like about these is that they're not square. And what I mean by that is they're not 90 degrees. I don't know why they've been molded incorrectly, but I don't know if you can even see that. They're basically not square. They don't fit in with the rest of the fencing because they make it all wobbly and it's just not worth my hassle. And if you're anything like me, where you want things to be ever just so, then you will not like these things. However, someone out there might like them. So that's the first item in our job lot. That's fairly useless to me, so there you go, worth nothing really, but we'll put it in there. Now the next thing is also a little bit of a sort of non-thing, I think, and that's goalkeeping nets. In this case, as you can see, they are red. I'm never going to put red nets at Subbuteo Stadium for obvious Bristol Rovers reasons, so they can go on there. It's just worthless having them knocking around. And what else we got? A couple of spare little footballs here. Again, going with the we don't like red theme. So there's a red split mitre football, that can be in. Also, here's a proper Subbuteo football. I've actually got 2 of these that look exactly the same, but the other one is like one mould, whereas this one's like a split 2 moulded thing that's been glued together. So I don't know, personal preference, I just don't like that, so that's going in as well. Now, talking of footballs, set P. This is a football set. These footballs, I can tell you, have got green Subbuteo writing on them. In fact, they're exactly the same as these ones, but I'll show you them. Let's just move my cup of tea out of the way. So there we have it, set of green footballs. So we'll put them in there. They're going in as well. I never really use them. I've got particular footballs I like and I've got my eye on some footballs I want to get one day. So I don't need them, so they can go as well. Next item on the list, these Continental type goalkeepers. Now this box is a little bit bashed up on the end. The chaps inside are pretty good condition. Not sure about his back posture. That looks a little bit painful to me. This guy stood up a bit straighter. But I've got loads of goalkeepers and I found them at the bottom of the box. Never use them. What's the point in having them? If someone else can enjoy them, they may as well have them as part of this job lot. Then we got this Continental type equipment. It looks like it cost 3 and 6 at one point. Now this box is in quite good condition. And here's the little item. This obviously can be slotted in as part of the old red fencing, proper Subbuteo item. There is some, I think it's some stickers inside the box, which look like they are untouched. They go in there, or bits of card. I never use that anyway. Yeah, I have enough job trying to keep the score updated when I'm playing solo games anyway, so certainly don't need that. And then we got this item. Now this is sort of linked to that, in that this is the old red fencing. How this works, if you've never seen it before, is it's got these sort of straws on it, or bars, whatever you want to call them, and they link round, stop the ball running off the pitch. There's a bit of a little foldable advertising hoarding there. I don't think it actually goes with this box set, but that's in there anyway. So this bar sort of goes around, stops the ball going off. There's some corner pieces there which do look a bit more 45 degrees than the other one. I suppose in theory I could spray that blue and use it, but I certainly don't like this red colouring, so that can go. Give me a cup of tea out of the way, that's definitely not going. Right, next. As you know, if you've watched any of these videos, some time ago I came to the decision that I was going to do away with corner kickers and throw-in figures, because it just doesn't make sense to me that we've got all these extra players knocking around on the pitch. I've got 4 of the corner kickers in here, also massively out of scale, and then 2 of the throw-ins. The throw-in fellas are blue and red, and I think I've got 3 of the blue kicking fellas and 1 red one. There's also these large corner flags, a few triangle ones and 1 square one for some reason. In fact, it looks like I've got 5 triangles and 1 square one. That's a bit weird. And then also a spare subs bench. Everyone loves that. Everyone's favourite accessory. So they can go in. And then last but not least, and probably my favourite item, this. You should all know this by now. This is, of course, the Subbuteo television tower. What a fantastic example of it is. Now, you may be saying, if you like that, why are you getting rid of that? Well, it's because I've actually got 3 of them. So I have 1 on the pitch, I've got 1 in a box on the shelf, and I've got this one as well. The figures are in there. So I've got these guys, the sat down fella and the stood up fella, and a little satellite dish. And that's all in there. That's quite good, that. I'd be quite happy with that. So that's going to go in as part of the job lot as well. So there we go. What we're going to do now is put that onto eBay. I think I'll put like a reserve price on it of something quite modest, like say £5 or something like that. And we'll see where we go with it, or what we get from it, or in fact, if no one is interested in it at all. What you can do if you want is, if you want to write in the comments how much you think this will sell for. If it doesn't get any sales, I'll just keep running it on until either my chances to run the sale on end, or it goes. If it goes for as little as £5, goes for £5. It's not doing me any good here, so good luck to whoever wants to bid on it. Anyway, I will let you know how that goes, and perhaps in a few weeks we'll do another video of it selling. Who knows, could be in a couple of days we'll do a video of it selling. So I'll have to sit in front of the computer and work out if I can film that. But anyway, let's see how this all pans out. And it will at least clear a bit of a space on the shelf. And if we get any sort of money, what I can do is invest it in perhaps another Bristol Rovers team. That would be much more preferred. Anyway, until next time, up the gas.